Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Cozy Christopher. Today we're looking at the brand new Shure MoveMic. Now, this thing, in all transparency, is expensive as hell. $499 for this entire kit. This kit is for mobile creators that use their cell phones, and then it also has a receiver that allows you to use this with your camera setup. And I am, first to say that this thing has to be good in order to replace something like this here by Sarah, which is my content creator microphone by Ceremonic, Blink 500 Me B2. Now this thing has been freaking phenomenal, and at $500 for this kit, whereas this sits half of that cost with the LCD screen, all that different types of things, this has to be phenomenal. Now, this isn't a direct comparison. This is just me up front saying for $500, this has to be really good in this space to beat out something like this.
Hey. Okay, Ryan. Okay. God, are you just trying to dunk?
Okay, so you probably can't see, but I'm testing out the MoveMic and it's right here. I'm using it connected to my camera now and no longer the cell phone. So this is what you can expect when using this with a camera in a room like this, which is basically my office/studio. Now, it's not treated in any way, meaning I don't have acoustic padding or foam or anything like that on the wall. It's just a basic standard 13 by 14, whatever it is, with carpeted floors and a bunch of stuff inside of it to help with sound. So this is what you can expect when using this in the studio. And I'm gonna use this throughout the rest of the video. I'm also recording another video right now. I'm not sure if you watched it. Go watch it if you didn't. But that's what you can expect.
Hey, I'm here. It's just... Watch Carter. Oh. Hey!
What you're seeing in that clip is that I have the MoveMics, one on my son Taj and one on Ryan, and basically that gym is extremely loud. It's tournament play, and we're basically in pregame warm-up, and you can hear their voices clearly over the rest of the gym. Now that is a loud gym. Now I got a clip that I'm gonna share with you in a second where it's a quiet gym, but you're able to see, again, the difference in sound level from how well those mics pick up the sound of the person that the live is on versus the environment.
Cause I was busy sleeping before practice. I was busy dreaming about eating chicken nuggets, even though I'm a vegetarian, but we're not gonna be talking about that. Have you ever tasted a chicken nugget? Yeah, I just became vegetarian last year. You just choose not to eat meat. You don't want to? Yeah. Me personally, I just copied my dad.
Coach, are we switching lines?
You can. A little bit about what you've seen to this point. Now, I've been testing this for over a week. In the two clips that you've seen so far, I've used the lavaliers on both my cell phone and my camera. And I started to label them at first, but then I was like, man, they sound almost exactly the same, regardless if they're one with a higher level camera as opposed to a mobile cell phone. And so I'm gonna leave it up to you. You let me know in the comment section below, which of those clips of playing basketball do you think was the cell phone and which one do you think was the camera? So the unboxing experience is really nice, like top end. It shows you how to, start using the MoveMic. So that's really nice. Inside of the box, you have a manual. You also have a quick start guide. You have a carrying pouch that is a soft pouch that would, can push this down in your camera bag or backpack, whatever you're carrying. There's a TRS to TRS cable, two mic screens, two USB-C to USB-C cables, and then of course the receiver and the lavalier mics themselves. The receiver is nice and small. We'll get into that in a second, but you have your headphone out, you have your out to your camera, and a USB connection for connecting it to probably a computer. You have your power button on one side, and then you have your screen, and then two operation buttons on the front. Now, the charging case for the lav mics is nice. It's really small and compact. You have a USB-C to plug into it to charge that case, and then you have 3 lights. 1 is a status light, 2 is a charging light for the lavs themselves. You have your contacts right there that are magnetic, where you can put those lavs back in it. You have your lavalier microphone on the top. You have 2 status lights on the front of that, and a clip to clip it onto your body. There's also a button on there for muting, as well as power on and power off, so it's a multi-function button. The first thing I had to do was update the firmware on the lavalier microphones. Now, this wasn't an easy process for me. It kept disconnecting and saying it was an unstable connection. But what I realized is that I needed to unplug it first, then plug it back into the phone. And once I did that, I was able to then start the update. So hopefully you have better luck than I did with that firmware update. So I had it named as Cam because you can rename each lavalier microphone, so that way if you have it on 2 different people or a different talent or whatever the case may be, you can keep up with which mic is which, and you can rename it on the fly when using it. The software is pretty straightforward. You know, you can lock settings, you turn your LEDs on, high power mode, you can change your decibels, you can mute it right then and there. You can also identify it. Now, when you hit identify, put that there like that, it will do that. And so again, that way, before you rename the microphones, if you need to identify which one is which, you can hit that identify button, and then from there, you can make sure you're adjusting the right one. And then again, you can see the decibels right there on the screen, and it's adjusting with the microphone. There's an equalizer pattern that you can change and adjust there. There's some presets, you know, there as well. You can see your 3 modes at the top right here. You have speech mode, you have your music mode, and then you have your flat mode, and you can see the equalizer curve changing on that. There's your music mode, there's your regular speech mode. And again, the equalizer automatically adjusts, but you can go in there and adjust it and play with it yourself if you want to set up your own custom equalizer based on your own voice and timbre. You can change the audio format. So if you wanted to change the audio format, you can change the audio quality there. Video quality you can change there. You can see you go all the way up to 4K 60. 60 frames per second is the most it will do in this video app. You can change the appearance of the app, dark. You can see that nice Shure green and black colorway there. I go with light for now, or you can have it adjust based on the system. You have your different manuals and user guides and help section in the application as well. Okay, the last thing to talk about is the receiver itself. Connecting a lavalier to the receiver is just like connecting it to the cell phone. You have to hold the button down for 6 seconds to put it into pairing mode. It will automatically search for the receiver, and once the signal is connected, it automatically connects with no other steps. Now, once you have this connected to the actual receiver, you can then change the gain levels by pushing left or right on this little toggle switch here. But you can also change the output settings based on whether it's a headphone, meaning the headphone out, or what you got going into the camera. And basically you can change it so that it's left and right channel, or you can have it mixed like stereo. So I have it mixed in the headphones, but I have it separate on the microphone itself. Then you can control, of course, the level. Then you can also have a safety track created as well, just in case you're peaking. You can also control other functions like the volume that's going into your headphones when you're monitoring these directly. You can also change the display settings, so you can make that screen a little bit darker or dimmer, turn the screen off completely. So yeah, complete controls. So the price on this thing is super high. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you back. It's more than most, if not all, of these systems that you see out there. The DJI mic, the Rode Mic Pro, SME, blah, 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 Rode Me, blah, blah, blah. All of those. The Ceramonic, it's more expensive than all of those. So you have a couple options. You can buy one microphone with a charging case for $249, 2 microphones with the charging case for $349. You can buy the receiver separate for $199, or you can buy the whole kit for $499, and it comes with 2 lavalier microphones, the charging case, 2 USB-C to USB-C cables, a TRS to TRS plug-in microphone cable, and the carrying case along with the receiver. So it has everything in there. So you save $50 overall if you buy that whole kit together. One deal breaker for people is that you have to use the Shure Motive Video app to use the live microphones with your phone, which means it may break your entire workflow because you can't use the standard iPhone video app, you can't use the Blackmagic Cinema app, etc. You have to use their application, and that may be a deal breaker for you. It is not a smooth process moving from the mobile phone back to the camera. In situations that I've used over this past week, I had to repair the lavs with the camera and then repair the lavs back with the mobile phone when switching back and forth. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not a quick transition for me, and I may be doing it wrong. I've only been using them for a week. I'll do a long-term review and I'll let you know if I've been doing it wrong this whole time, but having to turn them off into pair mode, turn it back on into pair mode and repair it with the camera, and then do vice versa when switching back to the mobile phone doesn't make the best in the moment switch, but it's better than having to switch out equipment holistically. If you like today's content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe and join that cozy coalition below. Got another video coming of another product that I just purchased, which is going to be my main studio headphones going forward, so stay tuned for that video. And as always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.